My name is Nicholas Parenti, and I'm a born and raised Carny kid. Though I have had mixed feelings about the carnival lifestyle in the past, I do admire the hard work, the dedication, the camaraderie, and all the other aspects that really make you proud to be a Carny.
Yeah, it's romance. You want to talk romance. You didn't say about romance. It is one of the only thing I'd like rather to be in a Carny with a movie star, but I didn't do that, so.
Traveling from place to place would seem fun to some people, but when it's just looking at parking lots basically, not so much fun. This is my mother. She's worked as a ticket box cashier, game and ride operator, owner, and she currently does payroll for Butler Amusements, basically comfy office work. My mother's optimism and upbeat attitude always comforted me when times were tough on the carnival.
Going into the carnival business was an easy step because my parents were in this business. They got into business because their parents were in circus. In late 1930s, my grandfather and grandmother had an aerial act, and they worked with lions in a circus.
My great-grandfather, Bob Matthews, also known as Sport Matthews, was a man of many accomplishments. He trained lions, he performed in the circus, he did stunt work for movies. He just about did anything and everything he could to be part of the entertainment industry.
Oh, Grandma Tilly, yeah, they were the coolest people. They were farm people. We lived in. My mother ran into my father in a little town called Lebanon, Oregon, where I was born, and he was an aerialist, trapeze artist, and a high wire act.
At some point around 1943, my grandmother was doing her trapeze act and she fell. They say, I hear, up to 40 feet without a net, which ended her up in a wheelchair for over a year. So she couldn't perform in the act, and so the show must go on. My grandfather went on and got a new girl for the act, and Grandma got into the carnival business, which wasn't far to go because back then they all went by train, and you just know their stop on the tracks was carnivals. So she bought games and went into business in the carnival business with games. And there's the transition from circus to carnival.
Although many refer to us as Carnies or Carny Folk, the preferred term would be showman. Showman is a term used by many conventions and clubs that are dedicated to the carnival lifestyle, honoring those who have worked in the carnival industry. There is a sort of Carny culture that has manifested itself over the last 100 years in the business. They have come up with their own language, their own styles, even their own symbols and logos. Some of the commonly used terms in the carnival industry may include
grab joint, you use food. You got a grab joint, you got a food concession.
Well, floss wagon is what I've always called it.
Yeah, floss wagons. Before
People
that,
call
they
it-
were grab joints.
Or popper. Popper is always the popcorn trailer.
We used to have a word called hey rude, and hey rude is when someone, a local was giving us problems and stuff and they wanted to fight us. We'd call out hey rude, and there would be a ton of other carnival people to help us out with this problem we had.
And Mark is someone who comes out to spend money on our midway.
In the games. Because you're getting, when you spend the money on the games, you're getting a tiny teddy bear for a big amount of money. So one of my first jobs was a gopher, which meant hey, you're going to go for this, you're going to go for that. So you run and you get food or sandwiches or sodas or snacks for the games, people in the games, and then you get a nice tip, $5-6 for running to get something that takes you about 5 minutes to go get. That's me. This is where we make all of our sweets and savory. Jason making corn dogs. You got a foot long in there? This is how we make a rainbow in the rainbow wagon. We have our candy apples.
Sauce is hot.
Cocktails? One out here. Scooting around you. We got hot dogs, snow cones, corn dogs. Still cooking. Ooh, that one exploded.
Not out here.
Where we take our apples and we roll them. After we dip them, we make the candy apples
No, not
here.
in here. None of us do corn.
Which
You're probably
today they're
seeing
not making any because they were slow.
The Twinkies and Snickers right here, that's probably what you were seeing.
We need to get you a guy that can really put the pitch on here. You want to hear some of the... Okay.
Want to give it a shot, man? Not a shot.
Give it your best. Give him your best spin, your best lingo here to get him to play.
All right, folks, check it out. It's a simple game. You throw balls in the cup, try to land it in the glass. If you get it in a clear dish, I'll give you 3 back. Blue, medium prize, red small, and that yellow dish over there, you land it, I'll give you a large prize.
Well, how do we eat the large one?
Get it in the yellow cup.
The yellow cup.
Go ahead. You
How
can
much
try.
does it cost?
It's $5 for 25 balls. Also,
25 balls.
if you give me another $5, I will fill this bucket up to the top.
Really?
Even if you don't make one, I'll still guarantee you a prize.
Okay.
Sure you don't want to try ones real quick?
I don't
You don't
know.
like having fun, huh?
No.
Really, me neither. This game's no fun. I play it all day. Do you like having fun? Do you like prizes?
Brian, give us your best spiel to have us play your game.
Best be able to play
Yeah,
the
best pitch, you know, to get us to play your break ball.
Okay, so you're gonna come walking by and you want me to do it?
Well, just pretend like I'm your customer.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, you're standing right here?
Yeah.
I'd say, excuse me, young lady, you get 3 balls for $5. You bounce the ball off the sign. It goes in the basket. You pick out any.
And I get the big one? That's all I got to do? Do that again.
Just make one. Bounce that ball straight up to the top.
Oh, wow.
One in
And
one.
what is it? 3 balls for $5?
Yes.
And I get the big one?
Yes.
Should I try it?
Let's give it a go. Come on. Straight to the top.
I can't spin it?
Roll the ball right to the
Oh my God.
Oh.
Wait, you do it again.
All the way up. Oh.
Jeez. That's it?
Can I have a sip of your snow cone?
Yeah, you can have it.
That's what we always talk about.
Yeah, the rest of it. All yours.
You got to do it again.
You want me to do it?
See? Piece of cake. It's all in the wrist.
I don't know if she's trying to give me a tip. I told her.
I was just tipping it because she helped me. Well, you gotta take your tip. You can allow to take a tip.
Thank you so much.
That's very nice of you.
That's what we do anyway. She
That's
did
very-
an awesome job.
Good job, Lamisha. I'll take a tip. See, they're not really supposed to take tips, but hey, I'm right here. I saw it. Let her keep it. She's good. Because you don't know if they're taking tips or they're selling rides on the side, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Rehashing.
right. So that customer just said that she's given her a $5 tip, so I gotta say, you know.
Let's rehash it.
Yeah. Rehash would be one of these people that work on the rides. Maybe they don't tear the tickets after they take them, they put them in their pocket, and they turn around and they sell them to a customer for a little discount and they make money. It's called rehashing. Not good. Not good to do. Our tickets are accounted for, so.
How I got into the carnival business. We started in Minnesota. My dad and grandfather would, on the weekends, go and put up their basketball games, and they would make a lot of money. And so my grandfather decided to go ahead and go out west to California and take a ride or two to California with some games. And he called my dad and said, "Come on out. We can make a lot of money." So my dad, with me and my older sister, I was 3 and my sister was 5, he told my mom, "We're going to sell the house in Minnesota and we're going to buy a tilt-a-whirl." And my mom just pretty much gasped and packed up and moved out. And we moved to California, had a tilt-a-whirl, and we ended up going on different carnivals, booking our rides on different carnivals, and eventually 1969 they started their own carnival with about 14 rides, and we were born into it, so I've been doing it all my life.
Slout Night is a night to really prove your manliness in the carnival business. If you can endure a 12-hour shift, plus another 8 or so hours of, well, tearing down rides, then you've pretty much proved yourself as a legitimate carny. Everywhere the carnival goes, it brings along its own little community. 10 to 20 trailers, a sea of bunkhouses, which house all the employees. And all this is powered by a monstrous generator.
Most importantly, that most people don't realize or understand or care to understand, that a carnival is just like a town. We're a city within a town. We're a whole township. And you got good people, you got bad people, you got people that stink, you got people that smell good, you got black people, you got white people.
So, what's the biggest difference between the carnival yesteryear and the carnivals of today?
It's a joke. The carnival of yesterday wouldn't have survived anyway, because the townspeople used to run us out a few times with pitchforks and shovels, so I'm sure this time they'd be using shotguns and rifles, so I don't think there could be any comparison to what it was then and what it is now. It's just then, it was just all together. If one was starving, they were all starving at one time. Everyone helped each other, were there for each other. Sort of different now.